Come on in, guys. If you guys can hear me, let me get a 1 in the chat. Just want to check my mic volume. Haven't done that in a while, so if you guys can hear me, leave me a 1 in the chat. Good to see you, Miss Wade. Good to see you, Brother Scott. Operation Tech Takeover. Peace and blessings, family. Good to see you. Mrs. Sarita is in the house. Good to see you. Everybody says they can hear me. Tech Job Tina is in the house. Good to see you. Tech Job Tina be crushing it on the YouTube videos as well as in her account executive role. Making all kinds of money. Making all kinds of money. Tech Job Tina says she's about to buy up her entire city. Tech pays, guys. Tech pays. Come on in, grab your coffee, grab your orange juice, grab your lemonade, your pink lemonade. Come on in, guys. BBO is in the house. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, STFU. Working with Ant. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. It is March the 3rd, guys. Sunday, March the 3rd. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your month of March. Guys, it's been a fantastic week for me. We just ended our fiscal year. And we did very, very well. I am proud of the efforts of my company and efforts of my team and all of that. And man, this year is just going by. We already in the 3rd month of this year. Guys, time moves fast, especially when you're having fun. Especially when you are having fun. Last week, I was not with you beautiful people because we had our annual Black Heights crew event. We had the annual chili cook-off, and that was on Saturday, and we just had so much fun, man. And I just enjoyed the time being with some really good people. Saturday was just absolutely fantastic. Hanging out with fantastic people. I got a chance to see folks that I haven't seen since last year. Got a chance to see Miss Erica Williams. She came to the event as well. You guys know Erica from the Classy Climb YouTube channel. Erica Williams, fantastic content creator, but not only that, a good friend of ours. I invited my intern Danny and my other intern Alyssa there, and he got a chance to see what the Black Heights crew was about in our annual event. It was just absolutely fantastic. And on Sunday, I woke up and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to do a show. But I said, you know, this is an opportunity because we had a house, we had a VRBO where majority of people were staying with us that came to the event. We host everybody and their families, right? I just love that under one roof, get a chance to know each other, get a chance to spend some time with each other and so forth. And on Sunday, I woke up thinking I was going to do a live stream event from a remote location. Then I said, you know what? It's the first one of the Sundays in the year. And I said, you know, why not just sit here and enjoy time? Be present with people, right? Be present with people. So that's what I did on Sunday. So that's why I wasn't with you on last Sunday. But here I am this Sunday, and we're back in the swing of things, guys. And I want you guys to know, if you guys are looking into becoming part of the Black Heights community, go ahead and join the Patreon, wonderful group of people. And we just have a absolute phenomenal time whenever we do events and stuff like that. So Chili Cook-Off was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Miss Wade, for helping to organize the event, get us the reservations, the tables that we've had. This is the third year that we've done this, and every single year it gets better and better and better. The venue that we chose, the house that we chose, was on 85 acres of land, and it had all sorts of wonderful animals. We had a Panasonic, not a Panasonic, but a Kawasaki Mew that the homeowner allowed for us to drive around on the property on. You can go for walks and go for hikes. It was just absolutely beautiful in a secluded area where you can just rest and relax. And I got an opportunity to rest and relax with some dope people. Well, guys, welcome to the show today. Welcome to the show today. It looks like we got Sister Sarita in the house. We got Ms. Wade in the house. We have Brother Scott, Operation Tech Takeover, in the house. We got Tech Job Tina making all kinds of account executive money. We got Professor Black Ops in the house. STFU is in the house. We got IT Wizard in the house, man. The Wizard of IT is in the house. Thanks for blessing us this morning, my man. And we got our brother Jerome coming to us all the way from the Philippines in the house this morning. And he's it's the evening for Jerome, man. And Jerome is my video editor and my long form video editor, and also my thumbnail creator. Fantastic individual as well too. Him and his beautiful girlfriend, his beautiful family in the Philippines. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Guys, let me jump into the show. My name is Antoine Wade, and I run the Elevate to the Unknown YouTube channel, and I have 18 years of experience in the tech industry, specifically related to the supply chain industry. I've been in tech for a very, very long time, and this is why I come to this channel, to give you the knowledge that I've gained over the years and how to elevate in your career, as well as how to elevate in your life. And last week, we didn't have a show. But this week, we do have a show, and we are going to be talking about, is 40 years old too old to start a tech career? Is 40 too old for a tech career? And that's a question that I want for you guys in the chat to answer. My producer, Danny, is going to drop a poll in the chat today. And I want you guys to fill that out. Go ahead and start filling it out right now. I think Danny already dropped it in the chat. And let me know what you think. Is 40 too old for a tech career? A lot of people ask that question. I was with an individual last night. He's 39 years old. Him and his beautiful wife, we got an opportunity to hang out with. My wife set it up. Our kids attend the same school, and this individual does really, really well in this career. Was a former high school football coach, AD, and then went into the building industry, or the residential real estate industry of building homes. Okay. And he's thinking about another career at this point in time, because that's his mom and dad's business, and he's at that age where he can make a transition. And he's thinking about other careers that he can potentially do. And we were talking about things like tech last night. And he's 39 years old, just about going to be 40 within another year or so. And he asked this question last night as well. Is 40 too old for a tech career? And I gave him my thoughts. But I want to hear your thoughts, because everybody's situation is completely different. We may be in high technical roles. We may be in non-technical roles, but we are still in the tech industry, and that all plays a part, right? But I came across an article by a lady by the name of Lindsay Simpson. And I'll share that article real quick. This is a LinkedIn article, but ultimately what Lindsay is saying, and this is an article that she wrote back in 2023. Lindsay is saying the tech industry, in her opinion, exhibits significant age discrimination, with opportunities declining for individuals over 36. That's what she's saying. That's what this article is basically saying here. You guys can go and read it. I'll drop this in the chat as well, too, so that you guys can get there at some point in time, and you guys can go ahead and read it. Okay. But Lindsay is saying the tech industry exhibits significant age discrimination with opportunities declining for individuals over 36 years old. And she says, despite the critical skills that people who are older possess, they face reduced promotion chances and are often pushed out of the industry, right? Some anecdotes or some advocates that she talks about in this article over here is inclusive hiring practice to combat ageism, because she says ageism is a thing. That's what she says. She says reskilling older workers is something that they need to do. She says age diverse recruitment teams need to ensure fair candidate evaluation. Okay. So this is what I wouldn't say young. She's a middle-aged British woman who is a CEO of, a tech company and that does recruiting and so forth, is saying. She says, the tech industry can greatly benefit, or you can greatly benefit from the tech industry based on your experience and skills, right? And older workers can definitely provide value to the tech industry based on their age and their skills. But the tech industry needs to have more inclusive practices. That's what Lindsay Simpson is saying in this article that I am sharing with you, that I dropped in the chat as well too. And I'll leave this into the description of the video today. But this is what Lindsay is saying. She says, you know what? There's ageism in tech. She says it's not impossible ultimately, but the tech industry, seems to push out people who are older. And the older workers can contribute to the tech industry. And there needs to be fair hiring practices, fair evaluations of older individuals who are looking to break into tech. Okay. I came across a video of an individual who has a tech channel, and I want to share this with you as well. And I want for you guys to think about this as well too. Okay. Here's the video I'm going to play with you right now.
So most people are going to respond with you're never too old to get into coding. And that statement is only true if they mean yeah, you can learn coding for fun at any age you want. But getting a job is an entirely different story. There is a lot of ageism in the tech industry. I've met very few coders above the age of 40 throughout my career. Most of the older programmers that I knew were at IBM, and they were constantly afraid of getting fired. There were lawsuits happening all the time for getting fired because they were old. This is pretty common knowledge in Silicon Valley, but I haven't really seen mainstream media attention on it. From a company's perspective, they would rather pay younger, cheaper talent, and especially because they usually don't have as many family responsibilities. So yeah, technically you're not allowed to discriminate based on age or if you have kids or whatever, but it most definitely happens. So I would say if you're just trying to look for a new hobby, definitely, yes, go for coding, but recognize that you're going to be experiencing way more hurdles than a younger person who's trying to break into the field.
All right, you guys heard it. You guys heard it. You guys heard it. You guys heard it. Okay, you guys heard it from two individuals that basically says there is ageism in the tech industry. There's ageism in the tech industry. Now, this guy specifically is talking about the coding area. Okay, Miss Lindsay, she didn't really name a specific field within tech that she was talking about, but she says that there is ageism within tech. So the question is for you, you know what? Especially for you OGs that are in the chat, is it 40? Is 40 too old? Is 40 too old to break into tech? I want to go to the polls real quick and see what you guys had to say about the polls and get you guys' perspective there. Let me jump over to the polls real quick and see what we had to say here and what you guys had to say. Ultimately, that's what I want to hear. I want to hear what you guys had to say. Let me jump over here real quick. It's so fun to navigate to these live streams and to get you guys' opinion on certain things. And when I'm learning how to use the system of YouTube. Let's see. So it's 40 years old, too old to switch to tech. 90% of you all says no. 5% says yes. Wow. I love this. I love you guys' perspective. 94% of you says no, it's not too old. And 5% says yes. Based on what you guys just heard, does your opinion change? Does your opinion change? Let me give you my perspective. And I'm going to go off on a bit of a tangent here, but I'm going to give you my perspective. In big tech, which is the Metas, the Amazons, the Apples, the Netflix, the Googles, I think you may experience a bit of ageism in more technical roles, especially around the roles of coders, developers, software engineers, and so forth. And you've heard the individual who shared his experience. He was basically a Netflix coder at one point in time. I remember seeing him on the Business Week article, and he was making close to $500,000 a year as a software engineer at Netflix. He's worked for many top companies that are part of the Mang, or what you used to call FANG, group of big tech companies. Okay. And based on his experience, he said that as developers in the coding area, 40 years old is quite old to be going into a career like that. In my experience as well, I would tell you this: working at a company for 10 years and then working at another company for another 10 years and starting my career off as a software engineer, the majority of software engineers that were there were younger. They were in their 20s. They were in their 30s. A lot of them were not in their 40s. Okay. But this is really the world of software engineering. Okay. Developers, coders, and so forth. As I grew within my career, especially climbing up the ladder, and I started to look at some of the other roles, and I started to transition out of the coder roles and started to go towards the team lead roles, the project manager roles, the sales roles, the customer success roles. What I've noticed and what I've shared with other individuals is that these individuals who are in more customer facing roles are older. They are within their 30s. They are within their 40s. They are within their 50s and even 60s, especially if you're climbing the ladder into executive roles. You are in your 50s and your 60s guaranteed. OK, if you are in a customer facing role, such as sales, the majority of salespeople that I work with today are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, guys. And these guys are absolute crushing it because they have the years of experience, the repetitions, and they know how to sell based on their years of experience. We do have some folks who are in sales that are in their late 20s, early 30s that are doing quite well, but that's few and far. Okay. That's few and far. That's in the supply chain industry where these are technical systems and complicated systems. So I would put it this way. In my experience, more technical roles, you will experience more ageism. You will experience more ageism. So in your 40s or something like that, and you're looking to become a coder, absolutely, I believe you will face this ageism. But as you move out of these technical roles, which are the roles that you should be looking at and getting into if you are in your 40s or in your 30s, looking to make that career transition to roles like project manager, customer success, area sales director, account executive, account manager, any of those customer success managers, non-technical roles, product owner, product manager. 40 years old is definitely not too old for you to make the transition. Okay. I know individuals who've broken into tech, into the cybersecurity space this year in 2024, who are above 40 years old and broke into the cybersecurity space. Also, I know individuals who are in their 50s last year who broke into the cybersecurity space and broke into tech sales. Okay, so there are many opportunities for you in the tech space that will allow for you to make the transition into tech a lot easier if you go to non-technical roles. If you are going to technical roles, it's going to be difficult for you all. It's not impossible. It's going to be difficult for you all. And let's just say you are looking to make that transition, okay? And let's just say you are looking to make that transition. You say, you know what? I still want to break into tech because I know that it is the future and I want to level up and I want to make more money for me and my family. You may be the gentleman that I spoke with last night, right? Definitely a salesperson, can crush it at sales. I do think he has the personality for sales, right? You want to make the transition and you are in your 40s or older. Should you do it? I think you can. Now, the question is, how do you go about doing it? That's the question. And even if you are, and you want to go towards a technical role, let's just say you do want to be a programmer, you do want to be a coder, it is still possible for you to break into tech. You have to think about a lot of the information that you are getting from individuals are based on their experience. The individual who we showed the video on, again, he worked for the FANG group of companies. I forgot what they're called now, Manga, whatever they call it, right? And he's at big tech. I've never worked in a big tech. I worked into middle-sized and small tech companies where there are plenty of opportunities for people in their 40s and above, right? There are plenty of opportunities for these individuals. So my world is a little bit different than his, but he's giving it based on his perspective, and I'm giving it to you based on my perspective as well. Bridge the gap. Do the research yourself. But if you are going to make the transition into tech and you are in your 40s or you're in your late 30s or you are above 40s, this is how you do it. You guys are on the right video today. I'm going to give you some steps at a high level that you should be able to walk away from this video and be able to do additional research to make your transition a little bit smoother for yourself. Okay. The first thing that you want to do is you want to look at the skills that you have and what are your interests, because many people, as I coach, as a career coach today, many people have no idea what it is that they ultimately want to do. Many people have no idea what skills that they have. What are the skills that you currently have and how are they able to transfer into the tech industry? Go ahead and assess those skills that you have. And then start to look for your interest within the tech industry. Maybe you want to be a project manager because you was a project manager in the commercial space. Maybe you are a party planner and you like to do that and you want to be a project manager and that sounds really good to you. Maybe you have an interest in the data because you are good at math and you like data, right? Maybe you're in the finance industry and you want to make that full transition into tech because you like data and you like numbers, right? What is it that has an interest that you have an interest in? And then assess how your current skills that you have can transfer into that area. So number one is to look at your skills and your interests and to assess them. Okay, that's number one. Number two, this is going to be very important for you all. You have to showcase that you can learn and that you are learning. Okay, you have to showcase that you can learn. And how do you go about doing that? You go about doing that by taking online courses. Taking online courses into the tech field. It could be in coding. It could be in data analysis. It could be in UX, UI design. It could be in the sales. It could be in the cybersecurity, right? These are areas that you can definitely get the skills in a short amount of time so that you can break into the tech space. And we partner with companies like Course Careers, Level Careers, which I'll share with you guys on the screen right now, that can help you make that transition into tech for a little cost. You think about Course Careers here. They are a partner of ours, right? Course Careers, you can start your career the modern way. Okay. That's their logo. No experience, no degree required. They have courses in technology sales, courses in information technology. If you want to break into IT as a help desk folk, if you want to break into tech sales as a sales development rep, business development rep, this is what Tech Job Tina did. She's in this chat today. She went through Course Careers to break into technical sales. That's what she did. And she talks about this on her channel. Go and check out Tech Job Tina on her YouTube channel because she does a fantastic job talking about her experience breaking into tech sales. They have software development. If you want to break in and become a software developer, they have this course that will help you to become a software developer, at least give you the exposure of what it's like for a fraction of the cost that it will take or cost going to a university or one of those big boot camps. They have courses in data analytics. They have courses in UI, UX. They have courses in human resources in digital advertising. Okay. Good partner of ours. Check the link out in the description of this live stream. Click on it, go ahead and do your research. And each one of these courses that they have that's out here, it's only about $497. So it's very little from a cost standpoint. And not only that, they give you free courses as an intro course so that you have a better understanding of what it's like breaking into these fields. Okay. So Course Career is a good partner of ours. Check them out. We also have our partner with Level Careers, where if you are looking to advance your career after you've broken into tech, or you're looking to break into the cybersecurity space, go ahead and check out Level Careers, right? They have a tech sales course that will elevate you from an entry level sales rep to that of a account executive at a fraction of the cost. $497. You're going to get the knowledge that you need in order for you to start closing deals and make that big money like Tech Job Tina is right now. Make the big money like Tech Job Tina is right now. They have the cybersecurity course as well too. $497, taught by Josh Modikar, and he's helped people from being a firefighter, a policeman, entry-level IT to break into cybersecurity as a SOC analyst. You don't need all of the different certifications that people are getting out there. All you need is hands-on experience in a good teacher that will help you break in. And this is a fantastic course for anybody who's interested into cybersecurity. And you also have the tech sales engineering course for any of you who want an introduction to what sales engineering is like. This is the course for you. It's going to give you a good introduction on what it's like for you to level up from a sales development rep to that of a technical sales engineer, which makes a lot of money, still maintain your technical prowess, still talking to customers, still being customer facing, but not carrying a bag. That's what this course gives you. Gives you an opportunity to learn more about what it's like to live in the day-to-day of a technical sales engineer. These are partners of ours that I want you guys to know about that really will help you all level up in your career and make that transition. Okay. Not only that, so let's just say you don't want to take online courses. You don't want to take online courses. You think courses aren't your thing and you want to go to some sort of university. You want to go to accredited university. Well, there are universities that we are partnered with as well. Western Governors University. Okay. Fantastic school. You can go online. We have individuals like Ralph, who's in this chat right now, who's just getting ready to graduate. And he graduated within, I think, 1 year and got his getting his bachelor's of science in cybersecurity. Right. You have WGU, which is a fantastic university. You have Southern New Hampshire University, another partner of ours, who offers a wide range of different degree programs that you should look into if you're looking to break into tech. And these are accredited, high-performing universities that you can take online that will be a fraction of the cost of what it would be like going to your local university as well. And you can go to your local university if you want that on-campus experience and you want that in-person experience. Absolutely do it. But these are options that you have in order for you to break into tech. So continuously learning is the step number 2. So let me repeat step number 1. Look into your skills and your interests. That's step number 1. So you want to assess them. What is it about tech? What is it about the current skills that you have? What about it, or what about tech that you enjoy? Step number 2, you have to learn. Put yourself in a position to learn and educate yourself. Okay? Do that by taking courses or going to school or going to boot camps. Tip number 3, you got to network. You got to watch people's YouTube channel like this. You got to be into the chats. You got to talk to people like PBO. You got to talk to people like Tech Job Tina. And it's not just chatting with them in the chat as in you're doing right now, right? If you're looking at breaking into tech and you're watching this for the first time, I don't care what age you are. This is a community that will allow for you to talk to individuals of all different age that has tech experience that you can get some information from. And you could do it in the chats, but you should look to do it outside of the chat as well. Connect with these individuals. Ask them for their LinkedIn. Ask them for their LinkedIn to drop it into the chat if you have an interest in what they're doing. You have to network with people. Watch YouTube videos. Go to meetups. Go to forums. Reddit is a great place to go to. We came across this video topic by doing searches on Reddit. It's 40 years old, too old to break into tech. You had an individual who told his story. He was 46 years old, or no, he was 57 years old and broke into tech. And he broke into a help desk role. And he documented his steps and how he was able to do it. Okay? So you have to network with individuals, watch their YouTube channels, join their Patrons, go to meetups, physical meetups, comment on forums, use LinkedIn, join LinkedIn groups, connect with people who are in the industry that you want to be in, attend tech conferences, attend workshops, build those connections and stay updated in the tech industry. If you do that, you are one opportunity away or one conversation away from getting your opportunity to break into tech. Okay. If you are in more of a technical role and you're looking for more of a technical role, here's one of the things that you're going to need to do. And this is for individuals who are in college as well, who are looking to break into tech. I was talking to a young lady yesterday. We ended our basketball season going 7-1 yesterday, and we crushed the team 46-14. And one of the players' sisters is at a community college and looking to go to University of Texas next year. She's majoring in computer science. And she didn't know that I was in the tech industry. And I was telling her about all the things that I do, from, this YouTube channel and me being working at a tech company and in sales and so forth, right? And I told her how I started my career. And, with her being in community college and getting ready to start the computer science program at one of the major schools, University of Texas is number 1, Texas A&M is number 2. One of the things I encourage her to do is to start building her portfolio. If you are going into a technical role, guys, it could be cybersecurity, it could be coding, it could be software engineering, it could be website design, it could be UI, UX. If you are going into a technical role and you have an interest into one of the technical roles, even data analysis, right? Which I think is a fantastic career that you can transition to in your 40s. You have to build a portfolio. So work on your personal projects, right? There are so many free tools that exist out there for you to work and build your portfolio. And building your portfolio is repetition. It's practice. It's like going to the gym, right? It's like going to the gym and lifting weights. It's making you stronger. It's making you stand out. There are open source projects that exist out there. And what you ultimately want to do is you want to demonstrate your skills. You want to show individuals that I know what I'm doing. So create a portfolio to showcase the work that you've done and showcase your technical abilities. Okay, that's step number 3. Step number 4. Well, no, that was step number 4. I apologize. My numbering is wrong. So step number 1 is assess your skills and your interests. Step number 2 is you have to educate yourself with learning, continuous learning. Step number 3 is to network. Step number 4 is to build a portfolio. Step number 5 is to leverage your previous experience. Highlight your past professional experiences in your soft skills. You may have done project management. You may have done data entry. You may have done data analysis. You may have been able to solve problems. You may have been able to connect with a board member at another company. You have to highlight your past professional experiences, especially related to soft skills, things like project management, leadership, communication skills, networking. All of those are soft skills, and you want to make sure that you tailor your resume in your cover letter to emphasize how your background can contribute to a technical role. I think about all the experience that I gained working in retail that really helped me to become a better software engineer when I became a software engineer, right? It was the customer facing ability. It was the confidence. It was to know what I'm talking about. It was all of that, which are soft skills. These are soft skills that you need in order for you to learn and land a job and to convince somebody that they should take a shot on you. So leverage your previous experience. Okay. That's step number 5. You want to highlight those previous experiences, especially when you are older. When you are in your 40s or above or your mid 30s, guys, leverage those previous experiences because you've been working for quite some time. If you are in your 30s, you have at least 10 years of work experience. If you're in your 40s, you may have close to 20 like me. I have 18 and I'm in my 40s. I just turned 40 in October of last year. Okay. Close to 20 years of experience. That is a lot of experience, a lot of soft skills development that I have had under my belt. And you should tailor your resume to show that. Okay. Another thing that I want you guys to consider is this is, this is something that comes up on coaching as well. A lot of the times, guys, it's, people think that there's, how would I say it? One shot or one avenue to get into some of their careers. Well, there are alternative entry points to break in as well. And sometimes you have to humble yourself and go to those entry level roles, right? If you're looking to break into sales and you have previous sales experience, you have to network yourself into a account executive role. But don't be surprised if you have to take an entry level sales development role first or a business development role. Don't be surprised. So think about alternative entry points. And that may come with a pay cut. That may come with a pay cut. So look into roles that can serve as a stepping stone into tech. Okay. If you are somebody who wants to break into tech, you have to think about roles like technical support. Think about roles in sales positions. Think about roles in project management. These are all roles that you can get into to get inside of a company and then make your transition. The biggest thing that I would tell you that I want you guys to walk away from here is alternative entry points. You may have a passion for project management, but if you can get in as a technical lead or a salesperson, that is one step closer to becoming a project manager than not having any experience in tech and just going for the project manager role. Sometimes we have to fall back in our career and consider alternative entry points. Okay. And that may mean going to entry level positions and doing that role for 6, 7, 8 months, a year. That may mean that. I'm like, shit, I've had to do it in my career as a professional. When I moved over to sales, I had to take a pay cut as a base salary. I went down, right? That's taking a step back. I took a step back in levels in my career in order for me to accelerate the other way. If you guys know anything about Kevin Dorsey, the educator for our tech sales course, or the course, or not the course course, but the level tech sales course, he took a massive pay cut in order for him to break into tech sales. He started his career as a sales development rep. Take a pay cut from doing a job where he was making, $70,000 a year to 40. But within a matter of 16 months, right? He was making $150,000 a year. Within a matter of 2 years, he doubled that $70,000 a year that he was making. Okay? He doubled it. So consider alternative entry points as well. And that may mean entry level positions. That's why we've partnered with the course careers, the level careers. It's for you to gain experience. It's for you to educate yourself for a little cost and for you to consider some of these entry level positions. That's what course career is about. It's about getting you into entry level positions. And level careers is a company that gets you out of those entry level positions to those higher paying positions. All right. Now, tip number 6. Tip number 6, I think we're on number 6, right? Is staying persistent and flexible. I think one of the things that people tend to think sometimes is that it's easy. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Be prepared to be rejected. Be prepared to be told no. Be prepared to keep trying for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 3 months, 6 months potentially, especially in the job market that we are in today. Be prepared for the rejections. Keep applying, keep learning, keep networking. Remain open to starting at the entry level role. I mean, like, if you can, look for internships. People tend to think that internships are only for people who are in school, but there are internships that are out there that are for people who aren't in school as well. So look for those as well, right? Ask to volunteer to gain some industry experience. This is a way that you can break in as well. Volunteering, asking for internships, going to those entry-level positions. But you have to make sure that you stay persistent, because you're not going to get anywhere in tech if you aren't persistent. I mean, like, if you're not going to close a deal if you aren't persistent. If you're looking to break into tech, ask Tech Job Tina. Ask anybody who's in tech sales. You have to be persistent. Ask my wife. When she was in sales working for enterprise, she had to be persistent. You have to be flexible. And the last thing that I'll leave you guys with, I believe we're on number 7 or 8 now. Is to seek mentorship and support, man. Like, it's hard. It's hard. It's not easy. Anybody who will tell you that it's easy, they're lying to you guys. For anyone who will tell you that all of this is easy and you can do it by yourself, they're lying to you. It is not easy. It is difficult. You will need support. You will need mentorship. You will need individuals like me. You will need individuals like Tech Job Tina. You will need the content that we produce. You will need the communities like Black Heights and Elevate to the Unknown. You will need the Patreons. You will need it. Many of you think that, okay, well, I can go about doing it myself because I've done everything for myself and I've done it all by myself for my entire career. No, you need people. And the stronger your network is, the faster you can get yourself in there, built on strong relationships and a foundation of trust and honesty. But you want to make sure that you have mentors. You want to make sure that you have mentors and support, because it's not going to be easy. You can get on LinkedIn and you see people's LinkedIn messages about how many months that they've been out of work. Some 9 months, a year, 6 months, 3 months, 8 weeks. Now, I got to say, if you're part of this Black Heights network and you really have been trying to go and get into tech, we've been helping people break into tech for an average of 8 weeks. But it does take work. It takes work. And one of the things that I'm going to do as part of later in this year is bring out a 10-week to get you hired. Right? That's going to be a program that I'm coming up with to help individuals to break in, to make the career transition, or to get promoted within their career. Because we've had success with individuals doing it. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. But find a mentor already working in the tech industry that can help to provide you guidance, advice, potential referrals. Join support groups. Be part of people's LinkedIns. Be part of people's Reddit forums, their Patreons. You got to invest in individuals in order for them to invest in you. And that could be from a monetary standpoint. That could be from a time standpoint. But you have to invest and you have to seek that mentorship and support. So those are the tips, guys. I don't know what number I am on because I lost it, but let me see if I can repeat these. Your skills and your interests. Make sure that you understand what they are. So number 1 is to assess your skills and your interests. Number 2, you have to educate yourself with continuous learning. Number 3, you have to network, you have to network, you have to network. And we hear about that all the time. But seriously, guys, part of your networking is joining live streams like this, being in a chat, connecting with individuals, joining Patrons and so forth. Okay. Tip number 4, if you are going into a technical role, and again, this is more of for the individuals who are looking to go in that technical role, build a portfolio. Build a portfolio. Showcase your skills, showcase your work. Tip number 5, leverage your previous experience. Talk about how great you were in other positions. Talk about how you've been able to solve other problems, how you've been able to manage projects and so forth. Tip number 6, consider alternative entry points. Your career is not linear. As much as I've been extending in my career, I've had ups, downs, all the way down, back up. Okay. That's the journey. That's the journey of life. That's the journey of how much money you make sometimes. Right? Tip number 7, stay persistent. Be flexible. Stay persistent, be flexible. Tip number 8, seek the mentors, man. Seek the mentors, seek the support groups. Join communities that will help you and support you while you're going through your ups and downs. Okay? It's not too late to break into tech, in my opinion, at 40 years old. I don't think so at all, because I live this life. I'm a coach. I get to help people every single day. I get to hire people because I'm a GM in a public company. I'm in sales. I get to influence. I get to hire people. I get to see it. I get to coach people. It's not too late to break into tech in your 40s. It's not impossible either. It will be difficult for you, especially going into a tech career, a more technical focused career like coding, development, data analysis, and so forth. Because a lot of these bigger tech companies are looking for young talent that are on the latest and greatest tool sets. But if you are somebody who's looking at breaking a tech in a non-technical role, product management, sales, account manager, customer success, project management, it'd be a lot easier, especially with the soft skills and the customer-facing roles that you've had. That will help. Guys, if you're looking for coaching to help you break into tech, check out Black Heights, www.blokheights.com/solutions. Ms. Wade to drop the link into the description of this video. We're here to help. We got some of the best coaches that exist out there to help you break into cybersecurity, to help you break into tech sales, to help you break into project management. We have it all. Or if you just need somebody to talk to about making a career change, our coaching sessions are only $249. 30 minutes, you can get this for $249. It's probably the cheapest that you'll find on the internet. Because what we do is we help you. And we know you need help. And we're here to help. And that's another way that you can build mentorships and get support. Okay? Check out the website, www.blokheights.com. And you click on the solutions section. And you will be able to book a coaching session with me or my team. Now, when you book a coaching session, if you're looking for me, just make sure that you put in the email that you want to talk to Antoine Wade. Otherwise, you'll be talking to somebody who's even better. Guys, that's the show that I have for you all today. I wanted to make it quick and get in and out because I truly do think that your 40s, you got so much more of your life left. And that is a good time to make the transition. And if you are older than 40, you still can transition into tech. I would suggest to eliminate the difficulties that you may face with ageism and so forth, to choose the non-technical roles where your skill sets will be an easier transition into. But if you want to go the technical route in the technical roles, you have an opportunity as well. You have an opportunity as well. But you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to work hard. Guys, let's jump over to the chats real quick. Let's jump over to the chats. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Hear what you guys got to say. This is a super chat. Only squares. My man, Crimson Tide. Only squares. My brother Jabron. He says, elevate, ladder climb. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Only squares. Good to see you, my man. Let me start from the bottom. AI Me says, people should start looking into quantum technology. That is a way to get into tech. They are looking for folks. There it is in the chat, guys. My brother AI Me, go and check out his channel. He's in the data analytics, the data science space. Super bright individual. I mean, man is a genius in the tech space. He starts talking to you about how much money he can make and how much money he's making, how much money you can make, into the data side of technology. It's going to make your head blow and spin, first of all. But it's going to encourage you to probably go that direction because data is the future. Everything that is being made, the new technology from AI and all that, is based on data. It is based on data. And if you are in that data space, you're going to make a killing, an absolute killing. Good to see you, brother AI Me. Robin Speeder says, does the sales engineer course include internship or work experience to add to the resume? No, it doesn't. It doesn't include an internship or work experience to add to the resume. What the sales engineering course is, Robin Speeder, is basically giving you the knowledge that you need to understand what it's like to be a sales engineer. And ultimately, the goal here is you have to make a path as a sales development rep. And the people who are looking to make that transition are either technical or non-technical. So we give you the education of all of the soft skills that you need in order for you to become a sales engineer. So we help you with your communication skills. We help you with your presentation skills and so forth. If you are a technical person, which also are individuals who want to go towards a sales engineer route, this is where you need your help the most because you've been in these technical roles and you don't have the customer facing skills. You don't have the presentation skills. You don't know how to demo, right? So no, Robin, it doesn't include internships or work experience, but it does include a whole bunch of knowledge that you can gain and that you can leverage in order for you to learn more about the job and understand what is it that you need to do to continue to grow and pursue that job. Okay. Only squares, you can have all the qualifications and it still will be tough. Absolutely. Absolutely. Michael Johnson says, thank you for a real conversation. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Sarita says, this is a great video. I would definitely share this with others to encourage them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Only squares internships are gold. Taught me what I did and didn't want to do while adding to my skill set. Absolutely. Internships will definitely humble you and teach you what it's like to work in a specific role. That's what it's for. That's why I encourage individuals to get and do as many while they're in college. Junior year, senior year, you should be doing and seeking internships because it's going to give you the experience of what you potentially may be doing. And the last thing you want to do is get hired and think you know what you want to do and seek that job. And all of a sudden you get in that job and you freaking hate it. You absolutely hate it. Okay. AI Me says, keep applying. And these tech sectors are always hiring. Finance, healthcare, retail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Simon Jackson says, I'm 46, some sales background, and just finished course careers, interviewing for jobs now. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Teresa Wade says, if you have a question this morning, consider leaving a super chat to make this sure that your information or your answers get seen or before the show wraps up. Absolutely. I appreciate Ms. Wade. SQL with Aunt John says, here's my LinkedIn. Let's connect for anyone in the chat. See, you see how we got a community here that's willing to share their information with you as well, too, so that you can leverage these individuals. Flashback Jack says, I'm 49. Have been in IT for 30 years. Just scored my best job in the industry so far. Don't let age stop you. If you have skills, people will know. A round of applause to that one. IT Wizard says this. Antoine is absolutely correct. It does matter what part of IT you are trying to get into at 40. I work for companies as large as IBM and as small as 1,500 employees. It matters, guys. It does matter. It does matter. A lot of times what you see is that when you think about tech, and when people talk about tech, they talk about the technical roles. You know, tech is way bigger than that. And it's not just the engineering and the software developers and all that other stuff that makes the most money in tech. It's not. Don't get me wrong. You do have engineers and, developers that are making a crap load of money. But the majority of people who are crushing it are not the individuals who are in technical roles. They are the individuals who are in sales and so forth, right? People who are in executive positions. They're not doing the coding. They're not doing the technical stuff at all. So when you think about tech and you're looking to make your transition, think about the vast opportunity that you have that doesn't require you to be in a technical role and do anything technical at all, because many people are just scared of that. And I encourage you to look for roles that don't require you to be doing any sort of coding or anything like that. Okay? All right? Okay, guys, that was the show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. IT Wizard, I appreciate you for the $19.99 super chat. He always ends the show with a $19.99 super chat. I appreciate you, IT Wizard. Thank you so much. I wanted to make sure that I saw that just now, because I hate when I don't get to these super chats, because you guys are so gracious with your time and that your contribution to helping this channel grow. Oh, I got a question that came up in the chat. It says, Whippin' Bricks says, hello, Mr. Wade. What is your email? I have an interesting YouTube video idea, and I would love for you to review about a web developer named Coding Phase, bashing cybersecurity and IT, saying it's boring. Ooh. Hit me up, Whizzin' Bricks, at support@blkheights.com. So SUPPORT at blkheights.com. And I can check that one out. And anybody who wants to get access to us, you guys can shoot that over there as well. Okay? Guys, if we have any more questions on this video, leave them in the comments of this video after we are no longer live, and we'll do our best to get those answered as well. Thank you so much for the show, and keep ladder climbing, guys. Keep ladder climbing, keep elevating to the unknown. We will see you guys on the next show. Until next time, y'all. Peace. My man Jabron says making money isn't boring at all. No, it's not. Oh, man. It's not. Making money is fun. Not only that, providing for your loved ones is fun. And not only that, sharing knowledge is fun. SCFU says, may everyone on the stream or say this on a replay or see this on replay. May you all crush it this week. Absolutely, guys. Go ahead out there and absolutely crush it this week. Go ahead out there and crush it this week. Hit like on the way out, Miss Wade says. Want to make sure we get those likes up. Share it with your friends. Share it with the people that you think can help. This video can help. And guys, if you have any more questions, just leave it into the chats. Leave it to the comment section. Leave it to the comment section. I appreciate you guys for joining me on this beautiful Sunday, March the 3rd. March the 3rd. The year is going by fast. Got to keep up, guys. Got to keep up. Hopefully you are hitting your targets, reaching your goals that you set out for 2024. For you all who are committed to your workout routine, hopefully you guys are still following them. For you all who are looking to continue to educate yourselves and gain knowledge in certain areas of tech, hopefully you are still on your journey and your path. If you aren't, you need accountability partners. You need accountability partners. You can do that by booking a coaching session with us at BLK Heights or joining some other group. I joined the other group before. I joined a group, a men's group, a warrior group that helps me stay accountable, helping me hit my goals. And if I do it, you all can do it as well. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace and blessings to you.